Hi everyone. So since I got so much positive feedback on my video about, on my article about bullet journals and my pictures on it, I thought I would give you guys a little look at how I set up my bullet journal every single month. I know we're about halfway through March. There's been a lot of things going on for me, so I've been struggling to get up content as regularly as I'd like. But I will try and be better about this, but yeah, this is one thing I wanted to talk about. At the moment, I'm in the last few months of my degree, so I might be a little bit slower in putting up stuff on my channel and on the WordPress, as well as the Facebook, but I will try very much to keep it as consistent as possible. So please forgive me if I miss a week or so. I'm aware that I missed last month's Crystal of the Month, so I do apologise for that, but I will try and be as updated as possible. Just please understand that with the last few months of my degree coming up, I am really struggling to keep on top of all my workload. But coming to this video now, as you can see, I'm just starting out with my cover page for March. This is something that I do every single month. My colours that I was using for this month were various shades of pink. So I've got a nice baby pink, a sort of coral pink, and a deep rouge pink as well. A lot of the things that I stick into my bullet journal I get from Spirit and Destiny magazine, which I'm a subscriber to, so that's why I stick a lot of things in rather than sort of drawing and painting in this. The book that I have, I got one of my friends bought for me as a housewarming present from TK Maxx, which is where I get a lot of my journals, because I love the surprise of not actually knowing what you're going to get and sort of having to adapt your layout to a different type of journal every time you start. For this month's theme, I was going with pink and feathers and keys, as you'll see throughout it. I use a lot of variety of different tools. I use a standard pencil, as you can see, a standard rubber that I got from who knows where at this point. I use some watercolour felt tip brush pens that my godmother got me off of AliExpress. And I'm just using some standard black ballpoint pens that I got from Asda as well at this point. So I'm going to talk about a little bit of my process, why I lay things out, the way I lay things out and things like that. So I love to have a cover page for each month. Sometimes I do it where I have something to colour, like I did for February last month. And I like that because, especially if I'm feeling anxious, it means I have something to colour in, but this month I felt like doing something a little bit proper. So I have my cover page, as you can see, and then I have a little calendar just to show me the overview of the month. I did make a mistake originally because I started with 5 and I forgot to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, but oh well, I've corrected that. Luckily, I do everything in pencil first, and then I can go back and do it in pen. Then I put in the Make This Month Too. That's something I get from Spirit of Destiny as well. It just gives me something to focus on, and it gives me a little bit of information that I really, really like. The next thing that I'm doing is my month to view. I always do this in this way because I find it really, really helpful to at least be able to have something where I can put all my future appointments in and things like that. It means that I can also copy it all into my week to views as well. So as you can see, I lay it out with the days of the week and then the number as well down the side. And at the bottom I do put the birthdays as well, just so that I can see that and make sure that I've got that aware of, because it's important to sort of remember people's birthdays and things like that. At this point I was trying to figure out how to do this, what to fill this space with, and I was playing around with these images for a long time, trying to figure out what to do with it, which ones to put in, and I just couldn't figure out a way to make it work and fit together, which is why you then suddenly see me go, nah, screw it, and put in the I love and believe in myself one. I like filling my bullet journal with quotes and inspiration things. That's why I do my mundane mantras, because I find that it's really, really helpful and keeps me motivated and keeps my mind focused on the good things. So yeah, that's why I put those ones in. And luckily last month's Spirit and Destiny, as I said, where I get all of these cutouts from, was very, very helpful. And they now have an affirmation spread, which is really, really lovely, which means I can use that to get a load of affirmations. The next thing that I do is I have my to-do list. This is things that I need to do in the course of March. I also have everything that's upcoming in April, so that if I book anything in or I put any appointments in, then I've got that there to see. And then on the other page I have to research. So over the course of the month people recommend sites or books or music and things I need to look into, and they all go there so that if I need to I can refer back to it and then go back there. The next set of pages I use a different type of washi tape from. This is another one that I got off of AliExpress, and I love this. They come in various different colours, all with slightly different designs. As you can see, the pink one has butterflies. Maybe they all do. No, there's another one. The red one has lace, the yellow one has butterflies as well. They're all slightly different, and I absolutely adore these washi tapes. On this spread I put all of my sort of spiritual Wicca pagan things. So as you can see, I've got my horoscope for March. At this point I'm putting in another life mantra from Spirit and Destiny. I put in the full moon and the new moon so that I know when they are. And I also jot down some ideas for spells or rituals that I'm interested in doing over the course of the month. These are just ideas for me so that I can sort of have an idea of what I'm going to do. As you can see, through a lot of my bullet journal I flip back to see what I've done in previous months so I can copy things over and reference things and everything like that. Another thing that I really liked is this month's Spirit and Destiny magazine had a section all about numerology, so I had a really good look into that and researched it and things like that, as you can see I'm doing here. The next thing that I do is I have a page to track LittleBlueWitch so that I can keep an idea of how it's progressing, keep on track of what I need to post and things like that, and just make sure that I'm sort of keeping on track of everything. I love working on the blog, so it's really important for me to be able to do this. And I'm very lucky that I have a set of Stadler pens that I can use that are perfect for the different colours of the different social medias, which I got as a Christmas present from my very good friend Laura, so thank you for that, Laura. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm just jotting down the Monday motivations, making sure I'm staying on top of them, the crystal of the month and what I'm going to do for it, which is a surprise, so that's why I've not written it in here. And then also the articles that I'm planning to do for this month. The two things that I'm trying to post every single month now are going to be the different the pagan parcel, of course, which I've got and I'm just about to film, as well as the bullet journal setups, and I'll try and do a lot of other things too. Something new I'm trying this month is a spend tracker, which I'm not being very successful with so far, unfortunately, but I'm sure I'll get there. I'm still looking for sort of a nice layout to put for that. The next thing that I started doing recently is a do-it-yourself spread. This is so that one weekend every single month I'm going to try and do something where I make something for the house, and I really try and do something for myself, and it's sort of like a self-care thing, but creatively, and something I can add to my altar and things like that. And this month it is a dream catcher that I thought was really, really beautiful, and I'm really, really excited to make this one. I can't wait. And what was also really great about it is that the colour scheme of the dream catcher that they've suggested completely fits for my March layout as well, which is really, really cool. There's another type of washi tape I've used on here, which is the pink and green leaf one. Again, this is just from AliExpress. It's where I get all of my washi tape because they're so cheap and they have such beautiful, beautiful designs on there. I'm just sort of colouring in and doodling and things like that. And to keep with the key theme, I decided to draw a key in the blank space on this page. There is a bit here where it jumps, and for some reason things stopped recording. I think my phone ran out of charge, so I ended up having to like reset it and redo it, so I do apologise for that. Yeah, there we go. The next thing that I'm doing is just showing you how I set up my week to view. I've adapted this from a spread I saw on Little Coffee Fox, I think it is. I'll link it all below as well. They had this kind of, they set out their week with these little boxes and columns and things like that, and I really, really loved the way that that worked. I used to do it vertically, and I've recently changed it so that it is horizontal, and I really, really like this setup so much more. It gives me so much more room to write everything in that I need to do, and it just sort of keeps me on track of everything, which I really, really love. So as you can see, I should have used a ruler for that line. I never do, I don't know why, I just can't be bothered to use rulers. With this one I draw boxes and then I draw the weather in them because I find that I really like knowing what the weather is like on different days. I also have my weekly to do at the bottom of the page as well. So here I put all my little chores that I need to do for the week, anything that I desperately need to do that week, sort of as deadlines and things like that. And I just really love this way. The vertical system was good and it was very similar, but this one just, as you can see, gives me a lot more space to write in everything that I need to do. So that's why I do that. At this point, I'm just sort of getting my phone up and looking at all the different weather for where I live. So I think that's pretty much it for this month. As you can see here, I'm just doing a quick flip through. Thank you so much for watching this video though, guys. I really appreciate it and all the support and love that's given to my to LittleBlueWitch. So thank you very much, guys. I couldn't do this without all of you. If you've enjoyed this, please like it, subscribe and follow everything and hit the notification bell. And I'll be back soon with another video. So thanks.